Man, happy New Year's to you guys. It's Aaron, Arness, flag on the culture. Woo! It's a lot going on, but Aaron, what's the deal, bro? What is the deal?
Man, Ness and Arness, man, we got flag on the culture, man, bringing y'all some of the latest topics, some of the hottest topics, man. Um, man, I want to come off hot today, man. I want to come off hot. I kind of want to go on the basis of kind of how our dynamic is. Me not being a parent, you being a parent. I just think, how long do you parent? How long do you parent? Is there an age limit, or is it a lifetime thing once you sign up for it?
Oh, it's definitely a lifetime thing. But people need to understand, man, parenting is not just the physical stuff, right? Like, and I'm not the greatest person, greatest parent, nothing like that. But people need to understand you doing physical things is good. It's what it's mandatory, like cleaning, changing your kids, paying for items and stuff like that, right? But parents need to understand there is an element of guiding and creating structure and discipline for your children. That doesn't happen on their own. You need to create some stability mentally. And that's what people need to understand. So parenting is not just this physical component, because honestly, in retrospect, any person can do that. If you leave, another person can clean up after them. If you can hire someone to take care of your children, that does not help them mentally to form their beliefs and things of that sort. So I want to ask you a question, bro, because I'm pretty sure you probably thought of, hey, I want to become a parent one day. What are some things that you was like, hey, man, this, if I become a parent, this is going to be a piece of cake, but you probably haven't considered?
Um, Man, that's a great question. I For me, with my understanding of what a parent is and kind of what you sign up for when you get into physical bumpings with somebody, I just feel like you're supposed to be with them for the entirety. You know what I'm saying? Decision making, guidance, the physical, all that type of stuff. I just think it goes deeper than, like you said, the physical. Um, there are a lot of people placed around other people to try to fill in the voids that the maybe significant others can't fill in. You know what I'm saying? So for some who have stepfathers, stepmoms, stepdads, and all that type of stuff, it kind of just like for me, just being a parent is a lifetime thing. I think that you sign up for and that you commit to, along with guidance and things like that. But I'm not a parent, so I just want to hear it from a perspective of somebody that's a parent on not even necessarily how long, because I think it is a lifetime, man. Like regardless of what your kids go through. Um, and then once again, everybody doesn't have that guidance factor, but I think that's something that you need to take into consideration with you having those kids. And I work with kids, man, so I got that understanding of um, how to kind of come with great leadership. You know what I'm saying? So from your perspective of being a parent, like what are some things that man you thought was gonna be easy? Even from experiences of you growing up with your parents and to you now being a parent.
I thought always being around my kids and being there for my kids was the easy part. I've never seen that to be an issue, right? And it's still that is still an easy part. The part that people don't understand is you being around. Are you a positive influence or a negative influence? I'm sorry. I know people, and I'm not here to bash anybody or judge anybody. We're just being transparent, right? I know parents who are in their kid's life, but they're a detriment to their kid. They, as far as how they think, how they talk, who they have around, and the kid still grows up to be a good person, right? Have friends, you know, like, bro, I was going through this when I was young. Like, bro, I had no idea, like, bro, how you carried yourself. I never would have known that. Like, yeah, my dad was, you know, alcoholic. My mom was never there, so I'm there by myself or with my siblings. And you know, like, bro, I never know. Like how you act today, you would never know. We gotta stop saying, "Oh, I do this for my kids. I do that." That's what we all supposed to do as parents, right? And I know for some level, some do it at a higher level than others. Um, but that doesn't make you a greater parent, right? That's still something that you're supposed to provide. But parenting is not just, oh, I'm there and you know, I'm doing the best I can. No, you have to continue to grow to be able to be there for your kid, whatever age that is. And most of the time, you know, it's gonna you have to be as a parent be willing to be an avid learner and continue to be able to grow, not only for yourself because it should be for yourself, but for your grandchildren as well. Because what if your own kids don't get it? Who's going to help your grandkids? The cycle is going to just keep um, continue on. This is how we get generational curses. So man, this is a big topic, bro, and I'm glad we had it, bro. I'm definitely glad. So yeah,
Why do
before you go into that, because we're talking about habits from parents, right? And
mm-hmm,
gambling is a major thing. Is a major thing that is passed down from the next generation. And
mm-hmm,
gambling is big right now, as far as in sports, right? They are busting certain people, individuals, with this NBA case, with college kids, with uh, refs, you know, doing special or doing certain things that's inappropriate or illegal. But at the same time, um, you know, the sports world, the sports industry is allowing it to happen, which is kind of dumbfounded if you think about it. But we got this video, bro, and we're gonna share and then we're gonna discuss it, man, because this is big right now. This is
it's
big.
getting out of hand, man.
Legalized sports betting happened towards the end of
Yeah.
your tenure, making a huge impact on the sport.
Not great.
How do you deal with that?
What kept me awake at night is non-public material information that everybody stays away from in the business world. Because you know that's the end of your career.
That's insider trading.
That's insider trading.
Go to jail.
You go to jail.
Yeah.
The concept of material non-public information doesn't exist in the NFL. Many of those team rooms will have the first 10, 15 plays scripted on a board. Why? Because they want all the players to know it, understand it. That's material non-public information.
Yep.
Who in these organizations are making sure that other executives in this business don't have that information?
Or maybe it's a janitor or someone who's, sweeping that floor and has access to that whiteboard.
I'll give you a real world example. Or maybe it's the kid of a general manager who got access to his dad's phone and prank called someone, right?
Sure.
Is there a silver bullet that can jeopardize the National Football League? Yes. If someone believes that it's not any given Sunday, that this thing is truly rigged, and that someone is either making money off of prop bets or outcomes in a way that jeopardizes the integrity of the game.
Bro, this is major. I can speak for myself, and you've been in professional locker room as well. This is definitely true. When I played in arena league, there is the doctors, chiropractors, they bring their kids, friends coming in the locker room. These plays and stuff are up on the board. People are taking pictures constantly because they're excited. Because they're in a professional locker room. They are actually able to talk to us, get their autographs before the games, come in sometimes at half times, at the end of games. And these things are up. So I definitely know this is true. And especially, let's just say, if you don't come in before the beginning of the game, halftime, right, you're able to come in and you see the plays and you take a picture of this. That time between us starting at halftime, though, there's some times we can warm up, all this stuff. and you be like, oh, the first play is going to be a pass and it's going to be to this player, you actually can come up big time because you actually got inside information because of someone who took a picture. So definitely, this is something that we talk about in sports. It shouldn't be allowed because people have access to these things. But not only that, you have inside or you have the upper hand where you can make this money, or you can make people believe that you know this information and you tell them they're wrong and you can go against it. So, bro, it's so many things, bro, about this that's wrong. But what's your thought on this video that was just shared?
Man, bro, I honestly think that with that right there, bro, they need to have a fake locker room built. They need to have like a locker room like for guys that's coming on a visit and stuff like that. They need to have like a Hollywood style locker room to where it looks like the campus, it looks like it, but it's only a replica. I think they need to have stuff like for when kids going on their visits, stuff like that. Cause like you said, they hey, for me, bro, if you give me the ability to cheat to win, I'm doing it.
Come
I don't
on, dog.
care.
Come
I don't.
on.
I don't care. And it's not a listen. I don't give a damn. It's not about integrity. It's not about that. It's about furthering yourself. Like for
It's
me,
about
if this
winning.
is gonna give me, what are you talking? You feel me? You just
Who,
listen. We in a
who,
situation at a transfer portal, and we always talk about the transfer portal. Washington quarterback, $4 million. They just offered him $2 more million. What did he do? Regardless of what the contract he signed, regardless of the he's out of there. So, man, bro, I think that they need to set up like throw off buildings. Not a throw off building. It could be a real building. They need to just have like specifics, like a sneaky, like a secret vault or something to where these kids go and visit. Like I want to say like I don't think everybody knows how like Hollywood works, bro. Like to where they have like a whole neighborhood where it's like not Real Housewives, but it's a show to where it's like all in one neighborhood, all at Universal Studios.
but you talking about just college. This is happening. This is happening professional. You feel me? This is happening in the NBA. This is happening in baseball. You feel me? Stuff like that where honestly, we know people that's in the NFL that, you know, if they can get to their phone, hey bro, what's the first play, man? And they can take a picture and send it to us and be like, bro, I'm putting money on it's going the ball going to this person on the first play of the half. So you can't stop it. It's to the
Hey,
point
has
where,
prop betting always been a thing, bro?
bro, betting, they like I said, they just made it illegal in the NFL. But the thing is, bro, you just stop it. You see, this is
So you
where
mean to tell me people have always been, and this is my ignorance. You mean to tell me people have always been able to say Boswell is going to miss the next field goal he take and put $100 down and make 100,000. It's always been like that embedded.
people been
It
doing
ain't
it
just
for,
been like money
yeah,
lines.
nah,
Oh
people
yeah,
been
see
doing it
that's where
for a
my
long
ignorance
time.
comes in at, bro.
Yeah, people been doing this for a long time.
See,
Who gonna
I
win the
don't
tip
even.
off? Who gonna get the kickoff for the Super Bowl? You feel me? All these little things, bro. All these
Oh
things.
yeah, yeah, that is crazy.
So
That
they,
is
like I
crazy.
said, they need to separate. They need to separate it. They need to stop it. We talked about it already. You know how gambling it is detrimental to family legacy and generation. Honestly, let's be honest. Real talk. Real talk. If if the people, if the consumers were winning, why do you think gambling would still be around? There's no possible way that gambling can still be around if the consumers won. A business is only around is because they're making money.
Right.
You're not gonna be in business if you losing money. You
Yeah, you
only
right.
you only are doing it because you're profiting. We just talked about the Drake situation, how he said he lost all the money, but all the money was given from the actual gambling company. So it actually wasn't his money. And they trying to sue Drake. What you suing him for?
Yeah, that's wild.
You feel me? So it's like I said, we need to stop this stuff. If you can't let the players do it, if you can't let the product and the players do it, don't introduce it together. Don't bring it together. I don't care. Don't make it legal, but the players can't do it. Cause if you telling me I'm a practice squad player and I'm about to play, and I can put a bet on myself, oh man, and I can make way more money in
I'm about
one.
to go tell Mike.
Come on, man.
I apologize for my ignorance on that topic right there, man. I just feel like, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't bet, bro. So that should allow all y'all to know, like, about my ignorance. I don't bet. I've never been the type to bet. I've never been because I'm like one of those kids that you say, don't touch the iron, it's gonna get hot. And then I touch it and it get hot, and then I'm like, all right, I know what that feels like. I'm never doing that again. You know what I'm saying? So for me, in this sense, it's like I've always heard it was illegal in football. I've always heard it was illegal in sports. So I always stayed away from it.
Nah, bro. They just legalize all of this, and it's gonna be a downfall.
That
It's
is
definitely gonna
wild.
see a triple effect, definitely. And talking about
But it's not
gambling,
gonna
man.
hurt. This is the thing. It's
You
not
said
gonna
what?
hurt. It's not gonna hurt those at the top. It's not gonna hurt those at the top.
Oh no, it benefits them. We talked about it how
It's gonna benefit. It's gonna hurt guys like us that are playing, where I could run into a bookie in Vegas.
and not only that, you hurting now. You looking at the athlete as, man, you did this and that. Like I gotta kill you because you didn't hit your numbers. What? What are you talking about? I'm an
That's what my
individual just
boy
like
just
you.
said. Yeah.
I'm an individual just like you, and you see me. It's people getting more. They getting upset at players, like, oh, bro, you a bum, this and that, blah blah. Like, man, I'll kill you, this and that, because I was an assist or I was a drop pass away from you hitting your number. What? This is where we gotta stop, bro. We gotta stop this all together, man. We gotta stop it all together. And on to the next topic, because we talked about the portal a little bit, bro. And things are getting a little funky. Everybody want attention. Let's see this
This is
video.
how you do it right here.
Yeah, let's show this video of a college.
What the University of Tulsa is doing with the transfer portal is absolutely genius, and I can't wait to watch it. So the Tulsa football team just rented out an entire mansion to run all of their transfer portal recruiting operations under one roof, and we're going to get all access to it. They're calling it the Tulsa Football Portal House, and from the sound of things, we're going to see everything from how they operate in the film room, recruiting operations, everything that goes on in the portal with Tulsa, we're going to get to see. By the way, if you want the stories that no one else is talking about, be sure to hit that follow button. And I think a school like Tulsa is absolutely perfect for this because we're going to get to see so many different angles of how they operate in the transfer portal. And I can imagine a school like Tulsa doesn't have the biggest budget for the portal, so it's going to be very interesting to see how they allocate their funds and what they're really looking for within the portal. And obviously, a group of 5 school like Tulsa is going to be trying to get as many Power 4 guys as possible, but you're also probably going to see them try and recruit some D2 guys, some FCS guys, some lower group of 5 guys. So you're going to really see it from all different angles. And then imagine a big streaming service picks this up. This is absolutely genius for getting more NIL money. So whoever cooked this up for Tulsa, salute to you, because this is absolutely genius and I cannot wait to watch it.
So, bro, this is unique, bro, and a shout out to Tulsa for this idea that's currently going on right now. What's your thoughts about this whole thing, man, from Tulsa?
So USC already got the Victory House. Oregon got some Ducks thing. When this NIL came out, I kind of already seen like those big programs already have this stuff kind of in order to kind of know how to deal with this situation. You know what I'm saying? I think for Tulsa being a smaller school, Tulsa being in Oklahoma, being where they are, this is a necessity. This is definitely a necessity. I think this is great for the student athletes in the future and great for the student athletes now. And it's also going to show others. This is they trendsetting. I'm gonna just tell you like that. They trendsetting. Tulsa, the University of Tulsa is trendsetting. They are doing something that now everybody should be or is going to do. And the reason why you do stuff like that is So you avoid things like speculation on cheating. You get what I'm saying? You kind of limit those things, you know what I'm saying? And then you're more in control of where the money's coming from. The legit money's coming from, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's a great, bro. That transfer portal house is fire, bro. That's like no different than having a that's no different than having like a lounge for the kids, or it's bigger than a lounge, of course. But what I'm saying is like a player's locker room type deal. You know what I'm saying, for stuff like that. This goes back to kind of what I was just saying about the last topic, where I was saying make a replica of what we're really bringing to this school, but just put it somewhere off campus maybe, or put it somewhere around the campus. You know what I'm saying? And we can still present it to everybody down the street. We just don't have to be this close to the school or something like that. We just want to show y'all that we care for y'all. Man, I love that, bro. What you think about that, man? I honestly love that, bro. We got an alumni house. We had an alumni house here at Dixie State when I was here that can be used in that way. It's right across the street from the university. I feel like yeah, bro. I think Utah Tech should do something similar to that. They should definitely do something. But what you think about the Tulsa transfer portal house?
I think it's dope. And I think it's very creative, and not only for the aspect of getting the kids and everything like that, but the attention. I mean, this day and age, everything is about attention.
Yeah.
And you broadcasting, because like you said, people might be doing it, but they don't have an insight of what it looks like. And now you get the fans, you get people to pour into it. And if you're the first, or sometimes it's not the best to be the first, but in this instance, man, they might have 1 million and some people who follow this, right? And of course, they're going to get picked up. And of course, now it's going to be a thing where, hey, TV deals are going to be just off of this alone. Networks want to be a part of this, but they're going to set the trend. And bro, this is going to be big, like you said. Like I said, I think it's dope, and we will see how it pans out for Tulsa, though. Just because you're the first doesn't mean it's going to work out in your favor as far as all things. But I definitely think they have thought outside of the box. Hopefully, let's see if it projects to winning more games on the field, because that's what it's ultimately about, right? There's no reason to get all this attention if you can't win games. But yeah, man, shout out to them for their creativity, though, big time. That's what's up, though. That's active. That's real hard. That is real. Let's talk about this John Calipari, bro. He's been going.
Oh, he went off.
crazy.
He had something to say. He had to get something off his chest, man.
He been going wild, man, wild. We're not gonna bring up the video, but essentially,
but he's an OG though. We gotta respect him. He's an OG, bro. He came in the game when like he came in the game. I think I heard somebody say like, yeah, well, I missed my experience in college. I didn't get paid a dime, and I still the things that I've learned, you can't take away from what I learned.
It's the most lottery picks
as a college coach. Yeah,
see, this is what I have issue before we go into what. So what he's been saying, right, is how the transfer portal is messing up. Unlimited amount of times guys are able to transfer. They don't need to sit down. He suggests players only have 5 years of eligibility and 6 just for them to redshirt, but only 5 years to play. He's also mentioned how it's messed up that the NCAA has allowed grown adults to get come back to college and play, and how high school is messed up, the high school recruiting, right? And that he has to pay a 25-year-old who's hungry to bring him in, and he's just going on these tangents, right? This is why I understand what he's saying, but you got to read between the lines also what he's saying. So he is crying about wanting more NIL money. That's what it comes down to. And then he also cannot take advantage of these kids, because John Calipari, like you mentioned, he has had the most draft picks, lottery picks, or whatever coming out in 1 year? What was the carrot that you was dangling? Because other than you gonna get out in 1 year, you wasn't paying them. So if I'm gonna get out in 1 year still, if I'm gonna get out in 1 year, but somebody gonna throw me a bigger bag, why I need to go to you? Or if my goal is not to leave in 1 year, my goal is to stay as long as possible and get paid, but you constantly bringing people in, and you gonna pay them more. Why do I need to go? He wants to complain, which it's definitely broken. Nobody. It's just my thing is he's coming. What he's saying, it don't make sense of his track record, because you benefited from that system. You're not benefiting now. That's why you're saying something. Because if you were still winning, you have nothing to say. You'll definitely be quiet. But the system is not in your favor.
You'll be saying stuff towards the system that helps you and yours out.
Like, you wouldn't be like, oh, it's broken or anything. Yeah, you'd be like, you man, ain't nothing wrong with it. Man, we keep, but since you not having that same success, and it's hard for you to figure out how to move now you got something to say. So I agree with the sentiment of what he's saying, though. I just don't I just don't like how you going about it.
I think like with that
because of those things.
Yeah. Right. And that's, I think a person like Nick Saban, bro, don't say nothing and just pop out. Like, don't even, all right, man, this game is getting too tricky. Yeah, let me just get up out of here. So yep. I can see that. I can see that big comparison, man. Can you find the video?
Yeah. I can find. You want to pull up the video?
I thought we had one on this segment for this. I just want everybody to hear. I want everybody to pretty much allow, like, to hear what you were saying. Like, he's going to elaborate on what you were saying.
It's long. It's 5 minutes. He got multiple. Like, people, they can look it up. It's a long video. He going in, like I say, I just talked about some topics that he discussed. Like, he really goes in. And like I said, bro, he's just been on this tangent. And like I said, I see the full picture of what he's saying. Is he saying bigger because prior to Nick Saban retiring, he was saying the same things prior to him retiring. And Deion Sanders pointed out, he was like, Nick Saban is only doing this to get the boosters' attention so they can get more money. He was like, he did all this, and it wasn't because Nick Saban in an interview mentioned Deion Sanders, but it had nothing to do with Deion Sanders. It was just he was trying to make a point to the boosters in front of the media. That's all he doing. He trying to get that money up so he can get the best players so they can win and secure his job. Because he getting paid a lot of money now at Arkansas.
Y'all don't interview me anyway, so why not put somebody on?
You feel me?
Y'all gonna come talk to me? I might as well put my. Yeah, I'm the co-host. Man, this is the host right here, man. We doing this together. Why wouldn't I say something like that? I'm not about to go to Club Shay Shay and say, yeah, man, I'm the only one that do flag on the culture. Nah, so I totally understand that, bro. I understand that. And that also has another that goes into these coaches too. That goes into why these coaches can't, why do college coaches behave as if they have the final say when in all actuality they gotta follow a hierarchy. They gotta follow like it's a chain of command, bro. Why do they? We've had plenty of coaches like this, bro. We've had plenty of coaches who didn't threatened us, played with us. Man, it seemed like they're the head coach. And it's even coaches, bro. It gets worse when they're recruiting kids, bro. So what's your thoughts on this, bro? Like, what's your thoughts on why college coaches what's your thoughts on this, man? Let me know what you think about this. Let blaze the people right quick, man.
Man, we talk about it, bro. If everybody just be transparent, bro, and stop lying of who they are or the power that they have, and just be transparent. Everybody respect it, but that's why people lose respect. Like, there should be no reason, you're having a conversation. Let's just say, for example, if I had a son and he's getting recruited, and my boy is in a position, and he like, Ness, bro, I can get your son a scholarship. Like, I sign him this and that. And then, a month go by, I don't hear anything from you, and nor are you returning my phone calls or anything like that. And then, my child ends up going to another school, but we don't have the conversation for another 10 years later, or my child is out of college, and you tell me, Ness, bro, man, it just wasn't in my hands, and I didn't have no say so. Why you just don't say that from the beginning? Why build up this lie and say you can get a child in when you have to go through other people? I respect when coaches be like, man, I'm going to do my best. All I can do is present it to this person, and they say yeah or nay. But for you to say, like, oh, man, yeah, for sure, I got you this, I got you that, we doing this, I'm making moves like this. This is where you lose credibility of your name. And we're going to talk about this in the next segment. This is why people don't want to deal with you. But this is I'm not going to say circus stuff. This is just everybody wants to be the man or seem like they are the man, when actuality, just be honest with where you at, because you will be the man when everybody trusts you, when your name is good. But when those things aren't right, bro, this is where everybody have issues with you. And unfortunately, you have some people still have their jobs, and I also see some people who lose their jobs because of this stuff. But I think it's corny at the end of the day. And that's my thoughts, bro. What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I'm right with you on the corn. Man. It's definitely some corny. It's definitely something that it's okay. Keep doing it, because it's only gonna expose you. It's okay. Because now you're in an era to where these kids are becoming like business savvy. So you could tell this kid you throwing him 300,000, but he only wants you to tell him that. And now he just got 600,000 from another school. So go ahead, keep being Mr. I got everybody. I'm gonna get him here. I'm gonna do this. He all right, Cone. Think you can get everybody to believe you. You got to get everybody to believe in you before they believe you.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So
it's the culture, man.
Yeah, it's the foundation, and it's the culture that you set up for these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have, man, it's a different game, bro. I'm gonna just keep saying it's a different game, for the simple fact that everybody is becoming a little more business savvy, bro. Everybody is becoming a little more business savvy. It's money involved. Money involved.
It always was money involved. We couldn't participate in the money.
Well, yeah, we didn't have our hands on it.
Now we can participate, so we learn it. So now you cannot manipulate as you used to.
Yeah, now it's better negotiations going, or there are, let me say it like this. There are more people negotiating rather than just accepting and taking.
Mm-hmm.
You got me? So I don't like that, bro. I don't like that. Because from the jump, that right there, that allows kids to go lying. Yeah, I just talked to San Jose State. They told me that, they told me this. Like, come on, bro. Nah, come on, bro. They didn't tell you a goddamn thing. They didn't say nothing to you. And if they did, all he doing is talking, just like you coming to talk to me.
But let's be honest. This is what they do in the business world. They use that as leverage. Regardless if it's true or not, who gonna fact check it? Unless you connect it. If you go, right. Let's say for people like, hey, I just had an interview at Walmart. They gonna offer me $25 an hour. You go and have an interview at Target. You be like, hey, Walmart said they gonna give me the job for $25 an hour. Can you give me 26, 27? Is Target gonna call them to be like, did you offer him for sure or not? No, either they gonna be like,
yeah, right.
We can give you this based off this, or no. So they only doing what business is doing. You can't blame the kid because they do that in the business world. So We
Yeah,
keep
they do.
talking about
Yeah.
we keep talking about what the kids is doing. They've been doing that forever. So I said this before. You do
Yeah, it's
business
the
as business
manipulation
being
factor from
done.
up top. Yeah.
You do business as business
Yeah.
is being done. You don't need a.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. You ain't. Everybody's doing it. It's leverage. But if a kid do it now, it's bad. But if the coach do it, or if somebody in the business realm, a CEO,
It's a little smarter.
employee do it, oh man, he's so savvy. He did. Nah, that kid is savvy too. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. So we just gotta be, like I said, bro. We gotta stop with all this power stuff, and you have no say so, regardless of how long you've been in the game. Because I realized it when I was coming out of JUCO, I had a coach like, hey, call this person, this and that, blah blah. Hey, I'm gonna get you up here. When I went to college and got done, and a coach had to tell me, he said, Arness, he said, just because they said it don't mean they had the power. And once again, it was my perspective change. I'm like, dang, I'm not realizing this person was only had this job for 2-3 years in college. He ain't got no say so. Regardless of how I saw him or whatever, he ain't got no say so. He got to build a resume. Now, if he been coaching for 14, 15 years, now he got some say so. Now he got trust. You can't do that year two. You can't be like, oh man, I'm bringing this guy in. You can say you do. Nah, that ain't the case. It ain't the case.
Yeah,
But
so what just to kind of stay on that topic just a little bit, I say coaches can control the outcome, but they don't own the authority. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a sense of they can't bend the eligibility rules. They can't guarantee NIL money. They can't
what,
ignore Title IX.
well, they're not even in the conversation with NIL. They're not even supposed to have those conversations. That's why they
Right.
got the GM.
Yeah, and you can't exceed scholarship limits. But they still decide on who play and who stay. That's just another thing for the players. This is for some players out there that are players. Your coach does have control, but these are the things that he does control: your opportunity, your exposure, and your future. Sometimes,
Yep.
And that just depends on the type of kid, like we just said, and the different perspectives that you have. Now, the emotional leverage. So we talking about that coach that just came to you and said, "Yeah, I'm about to offer you next week. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. I got you. Don't even worry about it." So now you go on your Twitter and you put, "Just talk to Coach so and so, man, this, that, and the other." We can't believe in those guys. Those are the coaches that can be overruled. Them the ones that they job probably on the line, and they you know what I'm saying. Or those are the ones that are often those are the ones that don't want to be transparent. Those are the ones that don't want to be honest with you, and those are the ones that don't want to be upfront. But then also, just like we said at the beginning of the segment, what is your foundation? Your foundation will allow you to be tricked, or you're gonna know. So you gotta have a better foundation with being a better business young man, as we said, as well as being a better guidance, being a better caretaker of these young men.
Yep.
Young
And women are going to deal with this soon. Like we said, flag football is going to be here, and
Yeah.
I know we're talking about football, but women's basketball, women's sports as well. So it's for all, and it's trickling down to high school as it should. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But let's go on to this topic, because this is on the same vein, bro. Do you think there should be like a Yelp review for college coaches across? I don't even think just college coaches.
I
I
wouldn't
think high
say
school as
Yelp.
well. But
I
not.
wouldn't say.
I'm just saying. I'm
I
just
know
saying
what you mean.
that
Yeah.
template though. But
Yeah.
it can be like a website, or it can be like an app that is created where now it's like, hey, what did you think of this person, or do you think that should be the case for these coaches?
Well, look, with how tricky the game is, that's kind of like snitching. That's kind of like like especially being in this game of college and sports and stuff like that, you don't want to be too loud with where you're going next, or you don't want to be too loud with your next move. You get what I'm saying? So you having that resume publicly out there like that, I think can be kind of a detriment to the things that you've achieved. Like, I'm gonna be straight out, bro. I haven't coached at the college level. They're looking right past me because I'm coming with experience that I think I know I have until I get there and I know, like, damn, I got so much more to learn. You get me? So, man, bro, it's for me, I think, man, I think that's a bit of a.
So let me tell you, and then so you can come back. So I think it should be all anonymous, and the reason why, because I always thinking about the question, right?
It's just tricky.
I always wondered why people in the industry would say something about somebody, but they're like they're anonymous or they wouldn't say their name. But I realized this business is a relationship based business.
That's
And
it. That's
if
it.
you rub somebody wrong, and regardless if you feel like it's just them that you're talking about, they know someone who like, oh, that's my buddy, and I'm gonna look out for him. I'm gonna make sure. So everything should be anonymous. But at the same time, the truth needs to be told because some of these people should not be in positions or being held in these positions for so long because of the stuff that they've been doing. But because everybody's afraid to speak out because, they don't want it to follow them or they know they're connected to somebody and they now will miss out on the opportunity, which is if you think about it, it's a dirty, very dirty game where you cannot be honest on if somebody is taking advantage of you or if they're lying to you or they are abusing you. And you cannot be honest in telling your truth because somebody's going to cover up for them somewhere else. That's it's a dirty game. This world is dirty. Not even just sports because this is going on in the world. It's a dirty game. So it should be anonymous, but definitely everybody should have a coach should have a profile. Every coach should have a profile. You should be able to go in on there and tell your truth. And at the end of the day, if we keep seeing repeat offenders or repeated information, that's who you are. Kind of how we got the NFL, the NFLPA got the grades for each team, and the players get to vote. All of the players get to vote. That should be the same for every coach and for every team. The facilities, the university, everything from hands down.
With it being a relationship based business, I don't think that for me, it's like this is kind of how we bounce off each other, guys. If I was the head DB coach at USC right now, and Arness just so happened not to be there, but let's just say he's like a high school coach. My first thought in my head is to bring Arness on with me where I'm at. If that or the situation could be vice versa. Arness could be at SC and I could be at another school. And I personally think I would be one of the first guys that he thinks about that he could trust to come assist him. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just you got to build that trust. You got to have that trust with that person, bro. You got to have that. You got to have that understanding that I know I can trust that even if I'm not here, this person is still going to hold these people to a standard. You know what I'm saying? So I think holding somebody to a standard is one of the biggest things that you do. You hold everybody to the standard. You feel me? And like you said, it's a relationship business. So if my boy, let me just throw a name out there. My boy, let's just say for instance, I got my boy Mike. My boy Mike come and he man, they this coaching staff over here, man, they don't really like you like that. They not really with guys who are super duper passionate. They like quiet guys, you know what I'm saying? So now that's good information for me. Now I know I'm not going in a situation that I can't be myself in. You get what I'm saying? like I'm not going in a situation where I can't be myself. So if I'm passionately driven about football and I love football and I am excited in the way that I am excited for football, man, I can't be around no coaches who go into this game
So
who go into this game.
are you talking about as a player or are you talking about as a coach? What are you talking about from your perspective?
So from my perspective, it would be from a coach.
Yeah, yes. Okay,
Like,
okay. Yeah, okay.
like from a coach perspective, like if from a coach's perspective, like if I was coaching somewhere, like I said, like USC or something, and I brought somebody on, that's you give me like for me, I think the reviews, bro, the reviews are good, but it's kind of like you make a name for yourself. So good or bad. So
But
what if
so
I don't know this coach?
I understand what you're saying,
I
but
can't review him.
I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, we get into coaching for the kids, not for the experience. You feel me? So we talked about it how let's say you the DB coach somewhere and you like Ness, I want to bring you on, but it's not gonna be in DBs. And bro, you gonna have to teach the tight ends. I can learn how to I can do it benefit the tight ends that's trying to get to the next level.
Right.
It don't benefit them. So
it don't benefit
you put me on, yes, you help me get in the door. It don't benefit the kids though. But the reason why the reviews is there though is for the kids to let other kids know who's being recruited by this person or wherever he goes.
Yeah,
like,
if you're lying to me, like he told me,
don't mess with him because he does this, and I can't say nothing because I don't know you, and then I can't say anything because, bro, I have a kid. He's just got in the portal again. And it's unfortunate that he's went through some things, but he doesn't want to talk about it because he wants to just be done with it. At the same time, it's only going to happen because the coach is going to get another job somewhere else.
Right.
And he's just going to keep repeating it's not going to change. And there's going to be other kids who unfortunately have to go through it because nobody knows. They going off, oh, he gave me this scholarship, he showing me love, or he's saying this. So if there is a review though of these coaches that's going on, so hey, this is coach so and so, whatever, blah blah. In real time, you be like, man, let me go, coach. What's your name again? Oh yeah. So, coach, you know what? It's cool and all, bro. I'm solid. You know, I don't even know what you calling me for. I'm good. Like, yeah. I'm
so are
good.
you giving the fans, like in a sense, you giving the fans control? Like
no,
in a sense,
only players.
Players.
Only
What I'm
players.
saying is, oh my gosh, bro.
Only players
so you're giving
get to see
this control.
Ain't no
okay,
parents.
okay. So
the players
right.
and parents, the people who have actually direct contact with them and can no fans need to get on to this. You have to register and be like, I am NCAA like clear to go play college. I'm going through this process.
Yeah.
Sign in to not even a profile. Get able to get access to this so I can see. Let me see the rankings. So now,
I just want to see the review. I want to see what everybody think of them.
So these people have called me. These people reached out. Let me look at the reviews. Let me see. Oh, they just hired this person. So now, let's say I'm getting recruited by UC Davis, and that DB coach who was recruiting me, he left. They hired a new person. Rather than, oh man, everything's gonna be cool. We see you like this. Coach, you know what? It ain't gonna work out, buddy.
It ain't gonna work out.
You feel me? So
save yourself some stress.
You feel me? Because we talked about how going through the process, the recruiting process is very stressful. And the portal, you getting in there, it's no guarantee that just because you sign this year, you gonna sign somewhere next year. That ain't no guarantee. So if I can stop all of that and get it right the first time, let's get it right for the kids. Let's get it right.
I think so, bro, because I think that gives you that leverage to where you like, oh, this coach is honest, this coach be lying, this coach front, this coach will tell you what you want to hear. Just click the emoji to rate this coach.
And then guess what? You're gonna bring new coaches in because like your name is dirty. bro, we gotta fire you. We gotta
Yeah.
bring in some new people who
Hey,
actually
that's gonna
say
tear up coaches' jobs, bro. Because now
ex-
you can't get players.
exactly.
You can't get
Ex-
players.
Exactly, bro. It's no more buddy. It's no more you my dog, and you was never qualified to do the job in the first place, but I'm putting you on. Nah, buddy, you ain't pulling your weight. I gotta let you
I
go.
gotta let your ass go.
I
Hell
gotta
yeah, if
let
you
you
can't,
go.
bro. Do you know? I think it will go back to how it was just with kids having NIL, meaning the grind. Because you're gonna get all the people that want to play. You're gonna get all the coaches that want to develop. You're not gonna get coaches that just want to be there on the staff because they're around Nick Saban and they like, "Ooh, I want to be around Nick Saban. I just want to be. I'll take a
My
free
dream
seat.
job. I always want to be a coach.
You know, I always wanted to be an assistant. Nigga, if you wanted to be an assistant, you could sign up to be an assistant.
Yeah,
So yeah,
man.
I see what you're saying, bro. I like that. I really like that. I think I would. The thing about me, I was too direct and said Yelp and took that as like, yeah, I'm gonna go in there and check. No, no, no. But now that you've elaborated and you explained the situation a lot better, hell yeah, I like that example and I like that template. Yes,
Yeah.
we're gonna tell this coach he's a liar, and he's gonna go all the way up. He's gonna be on fire. Then we got the coach in the green that be telling the truth and be
Exactly.
honest with you. But yeah, see, everybody's talking the same about this coach. If you come talking that junk, he don't like you.
Your name gonna have to mean something in this game.
Yeah,
Which is it gotta mean something in this world in general.
yeah,
They say yes, the Bible say your name is more important than money, than riches and gold. And please
yeah. It is.
believe your name is dirty, you're gonna have to be out. You're
Yeah,
not gonna draw. You're not gonna draw. So this is gonna open some doors for some people that belong. This is gonna open some doors for more opportunity, and it's gonna help these kids to actually make the best decision, and parents to make the best decision for them going forward. And then, if anything is to change, we always can update it in live time, and it's all anonymous, so you can believe, hey, this and that. That oh, this person said it. You don't have access to it. You won't be able to get access to this.
shout
No.
out to Miami and Ole Miss, man, giving the people what they want to watch, man. Shout out to
Yeah.
Miami and Ole Miss in the Verbal Bowl college football playoffs, man. They definitely giving the people what they want to watch. It's a high scoring game, but the defense is immaculate, bro. I ain't seen nothing like it. These players is moving all over the field, man. It's a great game. Uh, man, shout out to Ole Miss and Miami for having for giving the
Shout out
people
to
what they want.
Will Harris from Dina, DB coach
Coach
for
Will Harris is over there
Miami.
with the DBs, man.
For
Coach Will
Miami.
Harris got me my scholarship to DC State, man. So it just to let you know, you stay focused, you stay on that path, man. Somebody gonna see you one day.
Yeah.
Somebody, your name, you will keep progressing. So it's and that's even amazing, bro. That's even amazing to say, like, man, like you go from a small town in St. George, opening up opportunities for kids in what I say 10 years ago. About 2015, Will Harris was here at Dixie State, and now he's coaching over at Miami and they in the playoffs. I think that just shows
Oh my God.
that just shows a level of
Relationships and craft,
relationship and craft.
for sure.
My
Man, let's
God.
get to this. We haven't had a flag in a while, bro. I want to get your thought on this flag or no flag segment, right? Is it?
Flag or no flag, y'all, man. This is a segment right here where we just, we just tap in and see if it's okay or if it's not okay. The flag means that we agree, and a no flag is a disagreement, man. So that's all I wanted to, inform you on before we kind of, and I know we had plenty of episodes, but I just wanted y'all to have a better understanding of what it is to throw a flag and not to throw a flag.
So, we talked about relationship, dating, and stuff like that. This is, start the year off hot. Is it is it a flag to be a college student dating a high school student? Is that a flag or no flag?
Red flag.
That is, if y'all was together in high school, and so if you're a senior, she a junior, and you go to college and she becomes a senior, understandable. if your ass is picking up girls from high school and you in college, nigga, that's a red flag. You don't even get. My boy Mike said it's a red flag. That ain't even that's not a referee flag. That is a life flag. You're not getting that's not a sports flag. That's not a sports flag at all. So that is a flag. Now listen, understand the process that I said. You're a senior, she's a junior. You go off to college, she becomes a senior. That's okay. You guys were already established before you got in college. If you go to college and you're on a college campus and you can't get somebody in your grade, even if you can't get nobody on that college campus, I don't think you should be there.
So
I don't think you're supposed to be in relationships in your life because as far as I know, college is a man's playground.
So let me ask you this, because the scenario you gave is very understandable. What if you're a senior in high school and you was dating a freshman in high school, and you become a freshman?
Y'all had to know
college?
each other, bro. Y'all had to go to the same high school. Y'all had to go to the same high school, or y'all had to be in the same league. Like
so if a high school senior dating a freshman senior, he's a college, he's a freshman in college, and he's dating a sophomore now in high school, that's fine, right? That's cool.
Wait, what?
A high school senior is dating a freshman in high school. He goes off to college, so now he's a freshman college. And now his girlfriend, who was a freshman in high school, is a sophomore in high school. That's fine.
Bro, bro, first off, why the hell are you dating as a freshman, a senior? You're trying to grow up too soon. Number one, why is this senior even dealing with freshmen?
Bro, we have known.
Nigga, I'm saying from my morals and my standards, I don't give a damn about what they
wait,
know.
Wait. So
I'm not.
Just so I've dated I was a senior, I dated a freshman in high school. So I'm also giving some context because this was also me, right? So
no.
Nigga,
so you messed up.
So you said it's a flag.
That was yours.
So you said it's a flag. That's a flag.
Nigga, that is a flag. What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? What the hell are you doing? Now look, I was a freshman and the older girls like me. Like I had the older girls on me because I was a quarterback and stuff. Nigga, I'm not about to go down and I'm not about to graduate. Hey, you about to leave school and you just fuck with somebody who just got to school? Nigga, what are you trying to R. Kelly here? What are you trying to R. Kelly here? What are you trying to Diddy here?
So let's talk about that though. Let's talk about
what are you trying to diddler here?
So let's talk about this because this is a great conversation, right?
Absolutely.
So I definitely think it's a flag. Mind you, if you in college dating like you said, unless you already been in a relationship with them. The reason now, why is it after high school though? After high school, when somebody's out, you have people who's married to people who is 50 years old and they with 25-year-olds. I'm not saying it's right, but we throw out ages once we out of high school for some odd reason.
Yeah, but look, I can tell you.
I'm not saying it's right. I don't think it's right, but
I think my dad is 8 years older than my mom. So to me, I think my dad is like 8 or 9 years older than my mom. I could be right. I could be wrong. I think it's like that, bro. I think it's. Yeah, I think my dad is a lot older than my mom. So that's the foundation that I was standing on. That's the foundation that I was standing on. You always go for older. You always go for older because younger, you already went through that. And that's kind of how I felt like, you feel me? That was my understanding because like I said, that was my perspective of what it was presented to me. Like my dad was with a younger woman. So I'm like, he couldn't get somebody older, obviously. That's how I looked at it. Like, and I only seen, I seen.
Well, let's talk about this though. Why would men date younger women, right? And there's a lot of reasons why. First of all, because they're more gullible and they're able to take advantage of them. That's one reason. Uh, Another reason possibly is because their body. They not they don't look. Let's say if someone 30, um, dating someone possibly that we went to high school with now, right? Compared to how they look, they probably don't look the same physically.
Hell no.
Body's not
Don't
looking
let nobody
good.
have no kids.
Yeah, exactly. So their body's not the same and stuff like that. A third reason would be if they have kids or not. So you don't want to have to deal with that drama because the older you are, right? You've been through life and most likely, you got some history. And if you, we talked about it, if you're not married or you don't have any kids or anything, I think you're weird. Like some up, like some up. You
Hey,
feel
yo
me?
medulla oblongata's off.
Yeah, something is up. You feel me?
You ain't got you ain't you trying
Yeah, I don't mean in that way like you're weird. I'm just
in a
like
negative way or nothing. No,
yeah,
it's just it's
something is up. Something is
something's
going
off.
on in your life. You feel me? Uh, so yeah, that's a little strange. So there's many of reasons, right, of why you can see why dudes will do that. Now, I can't speak from a female's perspective, but there's a lot of younger women who are attractive to older men. They, I don't know what the reason, and it could be security, right? Because
Yes,
women,
man. That's just the women species. They just want to be secure. They just want to have
yeah,
somebody that they want to feel like they have an authoritator around them.
or it's because they didn't have stability growing up. Let's say if
True.
women never had a father in their
Mhm.
life, so they never had stability. They want that.
Now the
So
daddy issues pop in.
so
Yeah.
now it's like somebody's gonna take care of me. I don't have to worry about this. Now it may not be physically or anything I'm attracted to him, but now I know I'm taken care of. I don't have to worry about these things, right? And like I said, it's only so much I can speak on from a female's perspective. And that's some
Yeah.
ladies, if you can please chime in, add a comment or something like that. Why, women are drawn to older men.
Older men.
So, but I thought it was a good conversation because, right, I can see
Why are men drawn to younger women? The fuck?
we just said it. Just mentioned, just said those things. More gullible, can take advantage of them. Body look better. Don't have any kids, stuff like that. These are some things that can, and
Recreational
then they're
recreational reason.
easily more impressed. Like you feel me? If you can't take advantage of someone who has been dogged already. You feel me?
So let me ask you this. I'm 33. I don't want nothing. I want something. So for me, with me not having kids, in my mind, I feel like I have to go younger, but I don't have to. I'm just psyching myself out, like saying that I just don't want no kids with issues or anything like that. I don't want that being an issue. You get what I'm saying? I don't want age being an issue. You too old to have kids, and now we all of a sudden have a kid, and it's not, and it's only because your age that we have a malfunction.
See,
Um, I don't want
but
I don't want that.
this is crazy though how we talking about it because let's say if you dated a girl 10 years younger than you, nobody would say that nobody would have an issue with that. Nobody. Because you out of school. But if you 5 years older than someone and they in high school and you in college, everybody looking at you strange.
Yes, bro, because now like this is the thing. I guarantee you 18 in college, if this is different set of rules, 17 and under. It's a different set of rules, 18 and older.
So we gotta understand though too. In every state, and just because you dating someone
No,
doesn't mean you
no,
being.
no, no, no. I'm not
Listen,
with that.
listen. You don't have to be with it. There is just because you with somebody doesn't mean you being physical with them. But there is a consensual age in every state. Some states is 15, some is 14, some is 16, some is 17. So people got to understand this. But at the same time, I understand what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing. We are saying this is frowned upon, but you can do it. Oh, we gonna come back to this 5 years later once you out.
No.
Because,
No.
and like you said, if you date somebody 10 years younger, now today, nobody's going to bat an eye. Nobody's going to say anything like, oh, Aaron, you're gross. Nobody's going to say that.
Bro, it's environmental, bro. They gonna harp on me. And it's some girls that don't even what? They gonna what? You're an old man. Why are
Look,
you with an old man? It's some parents that are literally the same age in the area that I am in now. Grew up, went to the same school. Like, so having somebody a year older than them, they're like, why would you get somebody older than you? They're gonna take advantage of you. Because they always had somebody who was their age that they don't feel like they've taken advantage of.
I don't think it's environmental because Leonardo DiCaprio, I think he like 60 some years old. He only dates 25-year-olds or up to a certain age. I think it's 25. Once they hit 25, he gets a new girl. This is recorded. This ain't nothing. You can look this up. Why are you 60 messing with any girl that can be possibly your daughter?
All he gotta do is say she grown. Like all he gotta do, like
She is
but
grown though.
no, but listen, no, the mental capacity between a man that's on college and a woman that's in a high school campus, that don't even correlate. Like
I
these cells,
I agree with you.
these cells is stuck to her head and brain.
I
She's
I,
even
I agree
not,
with you.
yeah. So I'm saying, like, you don't know. You don't put yourself in a situation of going lower because of the lack of mental capacity. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying they're not even mentally capable of knowing what they're. I don't give a damn if Utah say 15. I don't care if Kansas say 13. I don't care if Washington say 12. I don't give a damn. These are kids, bro,
And
that
at the
don't
same
have the
time,
mental capacity of understanding what it is.
and at the same
You
time,
know,
with
man,
with
I
that
work with kids too much.
and with that
Yeah, I'm too
understanding,
passionate about.
and with that understanding, women are mentally more advanced than males. This has been proven. So just because somebody is younger doesn't. This is why also women are attracted to older men because they're on the same length, same airwave. There's women who like I don't want to deal with these childish men my age because how they think. So that's another reason why women want to date up because they understand that. So just to give that perspective as well, like I said, I'm in agreement with you.
Yeah, I just yeah, man, I just that just kind of it's more so the mental capacity, bro. Like what's her name? Aaliyah said age ain't nothing but a number. Throwing down ain't nothing but a thing. But she didn't write that song at that age, dude. So don't turn around and look at me like that. She did not she didn't write that song at that age. I guarantee she wasn't sitting in her room talking about me being 13 ain't nothing but a number, but throwing down with him ain't nothing but a thing. Ooh, as long
Who
as I
wrote the
got for
song
you,
for her?
it'll never change.
Who wrote the song for her?
Come on, man. An older individual wrote that song because that's how he felt. It would sound better with her saying it to an older man. Bro, the media has made it okay for younger women to like older men. Stay in your damn bracket.
I don't think because women get
I'm
to
not. I'm
choose.
not gonna necessarily
Yeah.
just say the media, bro. It's definitely other outlets and
I think
other
it's the
ways.
women. I think it's the women though. I don't think it's
It's
the. I
just
don't
their
think it's
psyche.
the
You just
outlet.
saying it's their psyche, yeah. But for me, I gotta guess because I ain't a woman, so I gotta guess a million things. Like, damn, it could be this, it could be that, it could be this, it could be that. So for me, I'm just like, well, shit. I think the dudes are trying to take advantage because,
Prime example. They already said that they definitely taking advantage. They
yeah,
they did see they don't know anything. I'm definitely gonna take advantage. Yes, but at the end of the day, the women sign up for it though too. And I'm talking about older women. I'm not talking about younger women. I'm not talking about somebody in high school. Like I said, that's a flag. You in college. And for people who don't know, just to bring up my situation, we broke up once I got to college. So, yeah. Um,
man. But no, I'm staying on that, bro, because I ain't never knew that. What the hell made you do that? Was it something that?
nothing major. Like I said, it wasn't
And
nothing
look,
serious.
okay, so this is you helping out the younger generation for people that think that it's wrong, for people that have understanding in their mind that it's right. what made you think that was okay? What made you
Oh, it
decide
definitely was
that it
okay.
wasn't okay?
It definitely was okay. I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel wrong about it. Nothing, anything anybody brought up. Once again, I am not. There is no pressure that anybody can say because I know who I am as an individual. I can care less of what anybody thinks. There is no moral compass to say, "Oh, you doing something wrong." I wasn't doing anything wrong. Physically wasn't doing anything, so I wasn't worried about that at all either. You feel me? So, and at the end of the day, I knew I wasn't getting married to the individual, and it had nothing to do with the individual. I was just dating, and it was a spur of the moment thing, and didn't last long. So, uh, for those who you getting pressured by people and live, you only get pressured by people because you don't truly understand or believe in yourself. Now, if I was doing something wrong, like I knew like something illegal, because you can possibly go to jail for that. That wasn't the case. I met with their parents, had a relationship, still have a relationship with their parents today. Can actually call the person and talk to the person. So we cool. The thing is though, if you have a malicious intent though, that's when you got an issue. That's where we have an issue. If you trying to take advantage of somebody, if you that I believe it's all about intent and where your heart is. Everybody's heart ain't right. So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you got to make sure it's in the right place, man. You got to make sure it's in a you know, it comes with discernment as well.
And I'll say this about me. Most of my relationships, they just happened. It wasn't. I probably asked two people out of my whole life. I because honestly, I've been focused on what I had to do. So like I said, it was just like, all right, let's do this. It wasn't like I was going out to like, oh man, let me get on. Nah, it wasn't none of
You
that.
won
Nah, this is
It wasn't none of that. But
Miami, man.
but I done seen some nasty work. I done seen we've been in college and dudes was recruiting girls in high school. I done seen that.
Yeah. I didn't see. Listen, I didn't see niggas. I didn't seen it. I didn't seen it all. I ain't gonna say I didn't seen it all, but check this out. It was times that I needed a ride home from school, and my older brother graduated, and he just so happened to be back up at the school.
I don't. I think if he messing with some new girl freshman that come up there, I think we got an issue. But I don't think it's a it. Once again, what is your intent?
Hey, bro, my boy just did a post, and he said CD Lamb and them need to leave all the girls with the 1,000 followers and all that stuff alone. Y'all, these girls got 1,000 followers. They got a couple, couple 100,000 followers. Bro, see, he's pretty much saying like, stay in y'all lane. Y'all got 1 million followers. Y'all gotta stay in y'all lane. Stay up there.
What the
Once
hell
you
is that
graduate,
saying?
once you graduate and y'all ain't together, go to where you at. Stay in college. Y'all own like what are you doing coming back to the high school for?
See, we just talked about it though. Dudes ain't mentally there.
Hey,
People still think they high school today and they 40.
yeah, it's easy. That's what I was. It's they yeah. They want
So
them global guppies.
you feel me? So we talking about we know some people, you feel me, who you be like, bro, high school was 30 years ago. What are you talking about right now? What you should even be here at this function. I feel uncomfortable with you just talking right now. How you talking? So to say that a
To
person
say
should
that yeah.
to say a person shouldn't come back to like that's the reason why they come back to high school because they still think they're in high school. So I mean, like I said, everything, man. They're right and wrong. It's not flag or flag not. Everybody just move carefully, man, and you know your intent in your heart is major though. That definitely because it's some people I know who somebody was in college and they're older now, but they was in college and they waited. They stayed with them until they got to college and they was out of college, got married,
It's all cool. So you feel me? Different times, I guess, because how society, because shoot, back in those days, somebody would be 40 and they'll marry somebody 18. I'm not saying it's right, but shoot, they was doing
Hey
that.
man,
They was
if you the
doing that.
40 or if you the 18-year-old, you need to already be talking about that wheel on the first date.
That's how Color Purple. I don't know if you seen the movie, but shoot, she she was 18 years old. Went to the parent, hey, I want to marry your daughter. He a grown man. So, bro, this stuff was going on, and I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying, like, we kind of have, and I agree with you. If we gonna be consistent over here, we're saying, oh, this ain't right. We gotta be consistent over here as well. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I think if this is a flag, it's all a flag. It
Yeah,
all.
I'm big on accountability, bro. And another thing is I've never driven into that direction. It's because I don't like shit easy stuff, bro. I never been attracted to hoes. I never been like it's I like to work for what I think you should work for.
Mm-hmm.
I think a relationship is something that you should work for. Um yeah, I ain't never had nothing that easy, bro.
So let me ask you this: have you ever dated anybody older than you?
Yeah.
And what was that experience like compared to dating someone your age?
That's why I was telling you it's environmental. Cause I can mess with a woman out here that's 30, but she's really 18 mentally. It's not like how it is with a woman being younger back home on the older man. Like for me, it's like you really never seen this before. You never really, damn, you never really ate chicken for a week straight. You ain't never really like, so bro, for me, it's just like, for me, the only reason why I can say that is because the environment that I'm currently in right now, like a 30-year-old, me finding, all right, let me tell you something else.
So let me ask you this though. Before,
I find a 33-year-old.
have you ever dated someone your age, not where you currently located? So your age compared to you dating someone now, that older
So,
person. How would you compare? So let's say you're not in Utah. You dated somebody in California. Where?
I think I was too young at the time to be with that person.
What, this the older person or the younger
I
person?
think I was too young at that time to be with that person. So there were things that an older person. I think I was too young to be with that person at that time, because of the experience that I did lack. Um, Women don't want to teach young men. They want to get with you. They want to be with you. They'll come mess with you, but they don't want to have to teach you. You feel what I'm saying? And if you're in a situation like that and you messing with an older woman, she gonna have to teach you a little bit. She ain't gonna have to teach you how to wipe, smell good, and stuff like that. But she definitely gonna have to teach you. You know what I'm saying? Like she gonna have to teach you. She gonna have to lay down some laws of the land now, some experiential laws of the land now, just because she done been through something and maybe I haven't, or I haven't experienced that. So for me, that's kind of how the situation was. But it didn't last long, bro, because like I said, I was younger. My mental capacity wasn't fully there. So shoot, now that I'm older, I ain't been in a relationship and I can care, I'm single. So I've dealt with every woman that I've probably ever dealt with is 40, 50. I didn't deal with some 60-year-olds. I didn't deal with some old women, cougars, round, some, I didn't deal with a few. Why? Oh shoot, for me, it's a thrill. Now in my life as an adult, it's a thrill. Like, damn, I never even knew 60-year-olds would even talk to me, or 58-year-olds with 55-year-olds would even talk to me. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm just like, wow. Now I'm just like, wow, like, man, I don't have to. For me, for me, I think when you become older, that's when you jump off into the, you feel me? You don't do that when you're young because your mental's still growing. You're not even like, yeah, just go through more experiences, man. Just go through more experiences is all I can really recommend to somebody, because like I don't know if it messes me up or if it helps me. But a lot of the people, a lot of the older women that I've messed with have always encouraged me to continue to be something and to continue that I know I could be something. The only place I had to come in at was different areas. So I mean, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing the hey, I'm not doing the senior and freshman.
Hey, the wordplay.
I'm not doing the senior and freshman, Ness.
The wordplay. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Yeah, man, I'm not doing it like that, man.
Man, hey,
For real, I ain't lying to you, bro.
that's too funny, bro. That's too funny. Hey, that's hilarious, bro. Hey, I'm not even gonna add on to that, man. Hey, that's a wrap for the night. That's a wrap, bro. Hey, real talk though. We discussed a lot, bro. We discussed we went hard. We went hard on the first topic and the last one for sure. But it needs to be talked about. Real talk.
Yeah. No, for real. And like, if we're gonna have some days like this, we're gonna have some days like this where some stuff is a little more personal and a little more close. Then there's some stuff gonna be a little further away, some stuff that we actually haven't experienced, but a lot of our friends have. And that's why we here to throw flags. That's why we also here to correct the flags that are being thrown. You know what I'm saying? And we want y'all, man, throw some flags on us, please, man. Throw some flags on us, man. Let us know what y'all want to hear about. Let us know what hot topics y'all wanna focus on, man. Like we said at the beginning, man, Happy New Year. We hope everybody is starting off their year with I don't like vision boards, but I think people like to do that just to have a set out vision. But I like the goal set every day. So I think it's better if for me personally, I think if you write them down every day and you look at them and you go back to them, and even reevaluate your list, because sometimes you're not gonna always want the same things in life. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes different things come from different opportunities opening, different doors opening up. So man, that's what we brought it to y'all tonight, man. We brought it to y'all tonight, man, and we threw a flag tonight on Ole Miss, man, because Ole Miss took that L, man. So shout out to Miami going to the national championship, and we'll see who be able to play them. Make sure y'all tap into these college games, man, because the whole college world of football, all this stuff is changing, man, and we just want to keep up with the changes, man. We just want to throw flags on some of the changes, but we also want to keep the flag in our pocket for some of the changes being made, man.
Yeah, facts, bro. Nah, man. Shout outs to Miami. And bro, we gonna keep y'all up to date, man. Keep tuning in. Aaron, bro, we out, man. We out.
We out next. I'm about to FaceTime you.
All right.